So my name is Fricker Sébastien. I'm from the Qt group, and I'm the principal engineer for the Coco software, which is the code coverage tool. A code coverage analysis is only a way to mark which code is executed or not. And that's principally in a nutshell. Of course, there are many standard, many extensions of that, but the principle is just to record what is executed when the application is started or when a unit test is executed. A test is principally executing code and checking the result. And the code coverage is the only way to do the first predicate. It's been executing code. And so the code coverage is the best way to measure what is not tested. There is then an extrapolation on which we say that what is not executed is also an indicator of what is executed as test. But principally, it's the only way to measure the progress of a test. Coco is not only recording the execution of a test, and it records the execution of each test separately and makes a lot of analysis around. For example, if there is a code modification, it's able to know which kind of test needs to be re-executed. Or it also permits to know which code line are not executed or not part of the test suite. And also, you can get information for each line of code, which tests are actually validating this code. And this helps the developer to understand how the code works. And we also actually do some advanced calculation, for example, finding where a bug is in the code by analyzing the failed and passed test, and also we are able to generate automatically data for test code, for example. I think the code coverage will be more and more important in the future because the number of code in critical application are actually increasing. I think a car for 20 years didn't have a lot of software, but actually you have a lot of software on the display, on critical stuff, principally to certificate the safety critical application. Before the safety critical application for 20 years were only simple application, and it was very easy to certify them. But now we have some complex system with complex algorithm, and the computer is doing a lot of jobs that a human being was doing. And so that's why the certification gets more and more complicated, and that's why the coverage need also to be used to validate that the code runs as expected.